the crews are taking to make sure they've properly identified the designated target. Could you run the film, please? Here we are now, several minutes out still. The crews have taken the attack symbology, and the navigator, and here he's picking out the exact revetment that he's going to go against. Revetments where you could store missiles or where the missile launchers could be located. And there you see the penetration of the weapon and the explosion, and that radar will not be illuminating any Allied aircraft tonight. Here you'll see the target, the compound with the mast in. This is a control building. We're going to hit the mast and try and knock that down. If you look carefully, you'll see the bombs come in from this direction and hit the target. We're also trying to destroy the fibre optic cables, which would be underneath this mast as well, connecting it with the control cables. You'll see the bombs come in from this direction and hit the target there. This is Talil Airfield here. You can see the taxiways are here. We've got a delay action on the fuse. The weapon is going to penetrate the hardened aircraft shelter. You don't see as big an explosion on this one as you had done previously. There's the explosion. What you see now is the doors blowing out at the front and the back of the hardened aircraft shelter. Here we have the hangar here in the technical area. These bunkers here could be used. This is not a hardened shelter, so you get a much bigger explosion this time. And surely no aircraft in there will be flying tonight.
Thanks. Well, from those clips, I think you'll see that all our top...
because of Ramadan, at what point you may think it is possible that the operation...
First, that the targets are all highly relevant military targets. Second, as the Secretary of State said, much of the coalition activity is taking place well away from Baghdad and is therefore being missed by reporting. And thirdly, our weapons and those of the United States are all precision guided, and that's quite different from the situation in the Gulf conflict of 1990-91, when most of the weapons which were dropped were unguided. The State said, our aims have not yet been fully met.
The question about damaging the Republican Guard is important because Saddam's ability to use and to make these chemical and biological warfare weapons depends on the military superstructure. Attacking the military superstructure, the infrastructure, which includes critically the Republican Guard, will certainly diminish his hold on power and his ability to threaten neighbours.
A related question, well, you mentioned before that there's so much more before you're satisfied that you'd done sufficient damage. I mean, could you expand on that a little bit? So much more to do, you said just now, and also related to the